I'm back. I want to ask you something. If you remember when we planted these things called helicopters on Earth Day, we planted some in my flower pot down there. But I want to show you, I forgot to show you that inside these helicopters, they're helicopters because they spin around like when you throw them up in the air. Whoop! I don't know if Emily could catch that flying. But there's a heavy part, and the heavy part in it, let me open it up and I'll show you, is a seed. These helicopter things come from trees. And there's the little seed that was in that helicopter. Whoops. If you can see it there, that's what I planted on Earth Day. I just took the whole helicopter and put it down in there in my dirt. Emily's going to show you now. Look what started growing. We're growing a tree. And we'll come back and I'll post some pictures another time, but hopefully you can see that tree. And it all came from this tiny little seed. So how cool is that? I'm gonna put this seed in my dirt too, and maybe that one will grow a tree. So I just shove it down there, not too deep, and cover it up. But speaking of trees, if you can't grow a tree, I wanna show you how to make a tree. Come over this way with me. I'm just gonna sit down on my front porch here. And I've started making a tree. My favorite tree is a palm tree. Really, it's really kind of easy. What I did, I took paper towel roll, toilet paper roll, anything. You don't even need a roll. You can just take some paper and wad it up, or brown paper sack, and roll it up to make the trunk. But what I did, I took a paper towel roll, some construction paper, rubber band, tape, and scissors. You can see my scissors under there. And I'm going to show you how to make a palm tree. I'm just taking my paper sack. It could be one from Kroger's, it could be a lunch sack, whatever you want. I'm going to crinkle it up. And then I'm going to roll it around just to kind of make it look like it's three-dimensional. And I'm just going to put a little piece of tape on there. I should have done some of this before I started videoing. But I'll show you how to start anyways. Oops, that didn't stay. Look at Miss Desmond, crazy. Now let's just roll that around there. Here's what I took my rubber bands for. Let me take these leaves out. They're just taped in. And it said if you take like the paper towel, crinkle it up, and then roll it around, it'll kind of make it look more like a real palm tree. So I'm going to take some rubber bands. I'm not going to, well, I guess I might as well do the whole thing. I'm almost done. Heck, I'm wadding it up, giving it a little dimension. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. I've not made this before. You could probably even just leave it like it is. But they said the rubber bands kind of help make it. Ah! There goes my leaves. That's okay. We'll make more. It'll fly over into my neighbor Sheila's yard. So there's my base. We're going to leave it like that. I already cut a couple of leaves out. And I'm just taking, I'll show you how to cut those out. But let me tape these in before the wind blows them away. So I just took some tape, took these down. And then so what I did for my leaves, to make my leaves, fold it over, fold a little piece like this. And I took a pencil or a marker and I made like a little short U and I connected it. And then you can make like little lines in it if you want. You can leave it blank if you want. But then we cut it out. Well, I folded it over. I'm going to show you why I folded it over. So that when I cut, how many am I making? I'm making 2 of them when I cut because I folded my paper over. So that way I can only have to cut one time. Uh-oh, this is a bad idea to do it outside, I guess. So I got my palm tree, or my leaf, and I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm just going to cut like little slits in it. And then so when you open it up, you got slits on both sides. And then I just kind of roll it like that to get it open a little bit. So I made my leaf. There's a leaf. Put some tape on the tip of it. And then I'm going to take it and stick it down in there. And then kind of bend it over. I've kind of put a little crease in it so it'll bend over a little bit. So we're starting to look like a palm tree there, isn't it? It's starting to look like a palm tree. One that has a leaf that blew away. I like the marker on it because I think you guys know I like it because it makes it kind of pop. This one I'm not going to put a whole lot on. I'll just draw a little line around the edges. Oops. It's not going to sit very well out in the sun, out in the weather. See, I'm just cutting some slits in it. Then I'm going to take it and kind of bend it a little bit so the slits kind of break apart. And I'm going to take another piece of tape. This is stuff you... my palm trees coming apart. Let's take that down in there, bend it over. It's a little windy on my beach here today. You can't see it really well since the wind's blowing. But that's how you make a palm tree. It doesn't look real good out here, does it, Em? She's shaking her head no. Let's walk inside and I'll show you what this part looks like without the wind blowing everything around. Come on. Let's just step inside real quick. Or maybe the wind will stop blowing and you can see how pretty this really looks. Okay. You can add more leaves to it if you want, as many leaves as you want. But I kind of do like the rubber band to it. You can fold them over whichever way. And you can add as many leaves as you want. But maybe if you make a palm tree, you show me, okay? Take a picture of it and send it to Miss Carter and Miss Longshore so I can see them. Mwah. Have a fabulous summer. If we can't go to the beach, we can bring the beach to us. Love you guys.